you, can you hear me loud and clear? If yes, give me a thumbs up. All right. Okay, guys, morning to you, Anthony, morning to you, this Karine, morning to you, Lionel, Andrew, good morning to all of you. All right, once again, as usual, please kindly like and share to all your friends around you. Let them enjoy this incredible MAO, all right? Thank you very much. Okay, let me just get myself something ready. Something went wrong with my site here once again. Let's see what is the error. Okay, oh my, let's just go with the flow first. Here we go. Okay, guys, good morning to you once again. Today is the 18th of May, 2022, and today is Wednesday. All right, today is Wednesday, and good to see you guys once again. All right, now today we have a lot of information to share with you, so don't miss out, right? Kindly like and share with all your friends so that more people can enjoy this lovely session. Okay, so today we're going to talk about what Jerome Powell says. All right, what Jerome Powell says in his speech this morning at 2 a.m. Then, of course, we'll talk about what Elon has to say regarding his bid with Twitter. And Netflix basically lay off more people, expected to happen. And of course, the natural gas is really climbing up. Natural gas is climbing up. So all these market information will be all ready for you once again. All right, so good morning to you, Peter. Morning to you, Alex. All right, morning. All right, okay. Okay, wait, let me just, okay, let me think, where's my icons? All right, so once again, do like and share with all your friends, okay? Let me just also do my little like and share. Okay, done. Okay, all right. Okay, so for today, as you can see, we were spot on again for our crude oil yesterday, 2 days ago. Now, 2 days ago, I was looking at crude oil to hit about 112.90, all right? And of course, crude oil really went there and created that level in 112.90. And of course, the people make profit from there. Definitely, people made some good money from there. So I'm just going to pick up the file to show this to you live right now. Okay, just give me a minute there. Okay, I'm gonna bring it into you live. Okay. Okay, so you can see that on our Facebook, right? We basically gave a call to buy crude oil, and I was referring that the crude oil will go higher. Okay, I was saying that crude oil is a good buy, and I mentioned that if we're going to 112.90, that was the level that I mentioned, right? 112.90. And of course, look at the crude oil right now. Yesterday, beautiful. Yesterday, crude oil. Let's take a look on crude oil. Okay, crude oil went up all the way. See that? Beautiful, right? We have the very beautiful chart right here that basically crude oil, when we call for a buy, we say that 112.90 will be triggered. And beautifully, the market really hit 112.90. And then it just tumbled back now to 110 as we are speaking right now. So of course, traders who have followed in, they have made good money from that itself. And this is why, we have a very powerful system, because all you need to do is this: look up when you break out from the pattern, and usually about 3 to 4 working days, it will be able to reach our target. And this is day number 1, this is day number 2, and this is day number 3. And we hit our profit beautifully. And of course, people made good money from that itself. All right. I have some students making about $1,000 to $1,500 to $2,000. Congratulations to all of you. Those people who have made money, right? It's been a great job done, all right, guys. So this is something that you can see from us, because we really put a lot of effort to put this to you. And of course, you guys have made the money. So congratulations once again for those who have actually followed through and make money. Well done, guys. Okay. All right. So do me a little favor. If you think that I've done a pretty good job on this, yes, indeed, like Susan had just typed, key the word spot on, crude oil spot on for me. Can you do that? Crude oil spot on. That'll be the best way to thank me for whatever I shared with you today. 2 days ago. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you once again. Thank you guys for your little nice messages coming in. Thank you, Lionel. Thank you, Ping Meng. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Karine. All right. Once again, thank you guys. All right. Congratulations to all of you. Those who made money, good job done. Okay. So with that, okay, my view is this. I believe that the crude oil price will basically push the natural gas higher. And I believe that the natural gas will continue to go up. And obviously, if natural gas goes up, right, then the cost will increase for all of us. The cost will increase for all of us. That means that, right, what will likely be happening is that you have to pay more money for all your crude oil price, or your gasoline prices. That means you're going to pay more at all the gas station, because it's something that you can't run away. Okay, it's something that you can't run away. So that's the reason why I felt that it's better for you guys to consider to make some more money from the market, so that, right, you guys can compensate this, so that when when you pay bill for your gasoline, you can actually, okay, never mind, I make money from the market, so I can pay for it. Okay, something like that. Okay, all right, let's go. So kindly like and share this today's sharing with your friends, because definitely they will love the content shared. All right. Okay. So with this itself, right, disclaimer apply as usual. Do take note of that. Do take note of that. Okay. Now, inflation is going to hit our pocket. Do you agree with this? This is definitely, you should know by now, that inflation is going to hit us very badly. Now, when it hits us, there's 2 things will happen. I had told you before. First of all, when inflation comes in, it will definitely make us painful in terms of our pocket. You have to pay more money. Like example, now like one-time me now is at $4.55 as I predicted 1 year ago, and you notice like even iced Milo itself like going at $1.50 to $2. Okay, so what happened is this: you must understand the bad and the good part. The bad part, obviously, there'll be initial pain. Okay, initial pain, but after a while later, right, we'll get used to it, and because we get used to it, we don't mind paying more now, because we need the food, right? We need to buy the stuff. Then what will happen is that will propel the revenue for the companies or the store owner eventually. So you got my point? Yeah. So revenue will goes up. And if let's say that because of revenue cost going up, people get more productive because they need to spend more money. So what will happen is that will actually excite the economy in a way, and then again the whole circle of life continue. You understand my point? So you see, you think back again, the flashback, like my mom and dad always tell me this about my wanton mee nasi lemak at 10 cents last time. I mean, last time you have your salary is about 150 US, 100, about 200 to 500 Singapore dollars back then, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. But nowadays, right, you know, our this salary went up, right? So of course, itself, right, costs also increase. So all this is actually it goes in together. But nonetheless, when inflation is kicking in, all right, definitely it's all right. Okay, you may actually consider one thing is that Jerome Powell, okay, really has mentioned that he's not going to hesitate to keep raising interest rate until inflation comes down. So why a Popeye here is, I'll come to this Popeye later, okay? But my point is this, all right, when Jerome Powell comes in to say this, all right, he's really telling you upfront, okay? They will continue to keep interest rate coming in, raising it up, as long as inflation show no signs of coming down. So the thing is that the best and easiest way to actually see inflation is to see the gasoline price. As long as the gasoline prices are still climbing itself, right, there's nothing going to stop there. Now, the second thing, the most important is the demand and the supply. Now, when there's demand and there's supply, it will have equilibrium. But the problem is if the supply is no longer there or lesser, then we have a problem. So why do I say supply issue then? Now, because of this, okay? Now, I'm just gonna a little bumpy here, because India has decided to ban food from exporting out. My God, yes, India is doing that right now, and you must understand this. It's not only India that's doing that. There are more countries doing that, and they are banning like wheat, which is very important, a basic supplement for staple for a lot of us. So look at the list of the ban of food from this country, the food export. Argentina, soybean oil, soy meal, Algeria, Egypt, India, Indonesia, Iran, Kazakhstan, Kosovo, Turkey, Ukraine, Russia, Serbia, Tunisia. So all these countries are all banning all these products from going out from their country. So that means that supply will be hit. So now it makes sense, and now you know why this Bill Gates has been buying so many farmlands. Somehow he knows that technology is important, but maybe food is more important than anybody else. So to me, this is really wow. Okay. So last time, you get the Popeye again. Popeye was created because the young Americans doesn't like to eat spinach. So the only way to one of the crazy way to do this is that they create a character, a hero, and make this guy eat all spinach, vegetable, and then make him become a very strong person and defeat all the bad people. So of course, this is what happened. Now in the past itself, when we tell our kids, you must eat your food because you may not have food next night. But now seriously, we are moving towards this potential problem here, which means that food scarcity, right, will actually be coming if, let's say, this continue in the market. So now you can see from this particular chart, this show that wheats continue to accelerate as India ban export. Now look at the price of wheat. Look at it, the way it went up, right? Now the last time when this went up to such a parabolic form is in the Iraq war. And of course, there was previously a war in Afghanistan. And of course, we had the previous one was the Sino-Vietnamese war. But the thing is this, because Russia itself is the world's largest exporter of wheat, and Ukraine is the world's 5th largest exporter. So the both of them cannot export, right? So what do you expect happen? Definitely the supply will be down. And because the supply is down, but the demand is still there, and we have a problem. So you can see the problem here that, I go in depth onto this. And you can see that because of wheat, it will have a repercussion problem across everybody. So you can see now, right, global wheat prices, FAO, food price index at historical high. Look at it, oh my goodness. So you can understand why now, right, you really must consider to really make some money from the market, because who knows, you'll be paying more than itself in the future. So you can see that the wheat prices and the FAO food price index goes in tandem. All right, and it can only go higher, not lower. So imagine this, if Federal Reserve continue to interest rate hike, okay, so logistic costs will increase further. And when that continue to happen, it's all right, people to pay more for all these things. And of course, countries who are noticing that it's all right, they will keep to themselves because they will not export it overseas, even though there's money to be made, but their own people will come first. So you must understand, this is something that you must understand what happens. So if those countries are not exporting, right, then people like us who import a lot of food, we have to pay more. So this is a problem that is going to have its repercussion very, very soon. So the best way to do this is, right, is really consider to make money from the stock market on the market itself, and then have your wallet have more money so that regardless whatever happened, you can still pay for it. Okay, think about it. It's a good idea, right? Okay, so now the thing is this, we just saw the retail sale was better than expected. Now the retail sales came out better than expected. That was good, but if you actually notice this, the previous was 2.1%. Now the thing is that, yes, it was better than the forecast. That's why the market likes it, but it's much lower than the previous month. So that means that you're talking to me now, whereby things are supposed to be good, but the retail sales are not performing. That's the reason why you saw Walmart prices coming down yesterday. And of course, we have a lot more retail earnings coming in, but I just got this very bad feeling that it may not be as good. So compared to what Jim Cramer is saying, that he says that because of the earnings will be good, I kind of cast my question mark on this. Seriously, I really cast my question mark on this. So to me, it's all right. This is not good at all. Okay, anyway, Jerome Powell has spoken this morning, and basically the market did come down when he was speaking, but after that, the market recovered very fast. I'll explain to you why that happened. And of course, today we have not much stuff. Building permits and crude oil inventories don't really have much impact. But definitely Thursday, which is tomorrow, we will have the initial jobless claims. Now, the initial jobless claim, if you look carefully, itself, be mindful, is jobless claims. That means that if a higher number means that more people are not having a job. If you notice this, the number has been increasing. All right. The forecasts have been about 195 to 182. But you notice that for 2 months in a row, 2 weeks in a row, the numbers have been above 200,000. And you can see that generally it's moving higher. Can you see that? And now we are actually at so-called the point where January, before the markets have to cascade downwards, all right? So my view is this: if the coming Thursday, if this jobless claim should pass 220 example, this will actually sound another round alarm, because that means that, right, there's a problem here. The inflation is still ongoing. The GDP numbers are not moving. The running retail sales are not climbing as fast, and inflation is moving up. This is going to be bad. And of course, if jobless claim continue to go higher, that means that more people are not really working. And of course, when that is happening, then definitely the economy cannot recover. So this is the right reason why I felt that I must be very careful on this coming Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Singapore time, because things can really, really get off hand. All right, so traders, kindly take note of this. This is going to be very important on this Thursday, okay? Now, the stock market definitely is all right. It's still on the way going up, which I've got some people asking me, Cal. Now, you've been calling for sell the last, you've been calling for sell overall, okay? Although you did call for buy recently and you've been buying. But the thing is are you still looking at the market to go down? And I'm going to be upfront with you now today. Today is the 18th of May, right? Today, 18th of May, I'm informing you that I feel that the market will continue to go down soon. Now, why do I say that? Because I say the retail sales are not going to be good, as you can see already. And now this coming jobless claim, I don't think the number will be anything lesser than 200,000. I think it'll be more than that, 200,000. It might be a stunner, in fact. So I believe that the stock market has hit a level that I'm more comfortable to short. Now, a few days ago, we were shorting the market, and we already bought back our position at 31,411. So now it's at 32,600, right? At this particular level now, I'm pretty comfortable, right? I'm pretty comfortable to short. Okay, at this price now, at 32,600, I'm very comfortable to short. Okay, very comfortable. So if you think that this is a good price to short, right? Please key the word please key with me and say that, okay, 32,600 to short. Okay, all right. If you think that this level is a good level to short, right, key together with me. But if you think that no, don't think so, give me a number. Give me a number that you are more comfortable to short. Or if you tell me, Cal, actually, I don't think it's a short now, it's a buy now, right? You also right there, Cal, it's time to buy, not a sell. Come, take our time quickly now, write in while I get a sip of my coffee. All right, what do you think? Do you think that it's a good time to short? Or you think that it's time to buy? Or you give me a number that you think that it's a better level for us to short? Let me know. Wow, seems like you guys are all looking to short. From Roy to Brian to Jason to Karine to Anthony, you guys are also looking to short? Okay. All right, interesting. Okay, anyway, let me tell you this. The market basically yesterday was just ding-dong sideways, right? Then, of course, the market went up before Jerome Powell speaks. But the moment Jerome Powell speak, right, the market came down because he was a bit hawkish, okay? Jerome Powell was hawkish. So the market actually came down 200 points, okay? But after he has spoken, right, the market based out and immediately pull up as if that they don't care what Jerome Powell has just said. So to me, it's a very easy manipulation because everybody thinks that the market is bad, the market just buy up. When the market thinks everything is good, the market sell down. Don't you realize this pattern has been ongoing for the last 3-4 weeks? They have never changed. In fact, it's so easy to trade. So whenever I see people all shorting itself, right, I realize that people will love to the market shorting is market is coming down. People were like, oh, okay, panic. And when they panic, right, the market recover. So this is exactly what's happening yesterday. Okay, so let's look at what happened. Yeah, so our dear friend Jerome Powell, okay, as in a way, even though he was hawkish and the market, the way he said was pretty clear, but the market just don't care. Market just buy. So the market did a strong rebound. Okay, and it was because the S&P was down for 6 weeks already. So to me, when the market is down by 6 weeks and down for 7 weeks, I think that even a rebound like this is very, very, very normal. It's kind of really expected because generally most people feel it's more towards buying. So now you must understand the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones now is down about 14 and 10% respectively. Yeah, and of course you must understand that, right? There are buying now by some of the people, example like Warren Buffett recently been buying into Citibank. Now, Warren Buffett don't buy Citibank for the longest of time. In fact, he bought almost other banks, but never Citibank. So why he bought recently? So I'll tell you more in detail shortly, all right? Then, of course, we have other like some of the AMD going up by 8.7% because it's an upgrade by Piper Sandler. And of course, Qualcomm also went up together with Micro Technology. So basically, it was a general recovery, rebound. But to me itself, right, this rebound would not stay. I'll explain to you more in detail shortly, all right? So the thing is this, I have no time to complete my recap this morning, so apology and skip all this. I'm gonna go right now to the market news, okay? Now, natural gas have already doubled this year, if you didn't notice that, all right? A hot summer could push them higher. The question is this, wait a minute. I thought that natural gas itself, right, you only cost more during the winter period because you burn more, so they have more heat. Yeah, right and wrong at the same time. Okay, right is because you're right, because it's winter time, you burn more to have more heat, so they have more, you can feel warm during the winter period. But you must understand that now recently the weather outside is ridiculous. Have you not realized that recently Singapore is getting very, very hot? Especially the afternoon is scorching, all right? Literally, it can burn your skin. Okay, so anyway, because of that, what will people do? Technology has pushed us to the point that when things get bad in a way, what do we normally do? We turn on our aircon. So the more aircon we use, the more energy is being used, definitely it's all right. Fuel price will go up. So now it's getting a hotter weather where the heat wave is coming in. In fact, it's all right. India has a very huge heat wave coming in. It went up to as high as 52 degrees, if I'm not wrong. My goodness. All right. So now because of that, right, the monthly production of it is getting higher and higher and higher. So now the thing is this, right? Analysts are looking at $10 and some are looking at $12 and $14. All right. So this is crazy because it was only $4 only like early this year, only $4 early this year. And now we are even having a higher price than it is itself. So this is where it gets very concerning. All right. Very, very concerning. So let's take a look at the fuel. This is the natural gas price. Okay. So you see, for the longest of time since 2009, 2009, okay, all the way to here itself, 2021. Okay. We're talking about more than 10 years. Okay, the price of natural gas has been trading between $5 to $2, okay, around that range. So it was comfortable and okay. But then suddenly you can see that the price marked above to $6, okay. Now $6 is only like 20%, it's still reasonable. So now what happened? It has climbed to as high as $8 now. Now think about this. It has been like this for last 11, 12 years. Suddenly, the price is now $8, double. So everything, the cost increased. So naturally, you have to pay more. But the scary part is this, everybody, be careful. Because if you look at what happened back in 2007, all right, if the high went up to as high as $16, okay? And doing a simple Fibonacci here is right, we have a 50% retracement mark at $9. Now, this $9 is right, was touched recently and then pulled back. But if you continue, if you're telling me now more and more people is going back to work after pandemic, then the cost will increase. That's for sure, because the supply is not coming in. So what happened if we go past the $9 mark? Because that's a 50% mark, right? The next number in terms of Fibonacci can easily go to $10.80. Oh my goodness. So we're talking about really almost 3 times cost if you look at it this time around. My goodness. Okay. Now, can it go higher? Why not? If it goes higher, it's all right. It can go all the way to as high as $13. So let me ask everybody. Okay. Now, for Singaporean, it's very difficult to know what's natural gas. But just as a technical trader, how many do you think that this year 2022, how high, in your opinion, based on what you're seeing right now on the charts, right? What do you think will be the highest level natural gas will go for this year, 2022? Come on, guys. Key your number right now. Let me feel you guys. There's about 84 of you guys. Thank you so much for supporting this. Come on, guys. Take a look. Tell me, how high do you think this level will go for natural gas? Now, of course, while you're thinking about it, right, you may ask the question, Kel, natural gas will do with me. Well, it's very simple. It's actually do a lot with you. If the natural gas keep on going higher, inflation will keep on creeping. If interest rate keep on creeping, then the Jerome Powell will keep on increase interest rate. So interest rate will keep on going higher. That will increase the 10-year yield. And the 10-year yield goes higher, then that means that it will have more, create more resistance for the stock market, and of course, stock market will go down. So this is what will happen. So definitely, how this natural gas move will have an indirectly or direct impact to us. Now you see how it goes now, the very incredible, the chain itself, the chain reaction. Okay, so let me see your answers right now. We have Jerry say 16, Michael also says 16, Anthony 13, Dennis say 12, Susan 16. Wow, this Corinne actually give a people number of 1650. Okay, Serene say 14, Sharif say 12, Kendrick 16, and Roy say 10. Okay, so all of you are actually at a higher level. Now, to me, if you ask me, right, I think we will see 13. All right, this is my figure, my own figure. I think we will see 13. Let's see how it goes. Okay, right, I don't know. All right, this is my personal view. I think that we'll see 13. Yeah. All right. So of course, just to take away from inflation, let's go with something a bit scary though. Now, just moments ago, Channel News Asia came out with this particular article. I think that's quite, it's very interesting to share. But it's sad though. Now, flight data shows that China Eastern jet deliberately crashed. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is terrible. Now, if you cannot remember what happened to the China Eastern jet, all right, you may remember this picture. Remember that? Where the plane literally nosedive vertically downwards. Remember that day? Okay. So during this happening, it's all right. I kind of when I saw this disaster, a lot of things came in my mind. But of course, it's not really allowed to really say this open in the public. So I'm just gonna skip this. But of course, now apparently the so-called black box recorder was sent to US, and then it seems that the data show that someone or a pilot or somebody has forced their way into the cockpit, input orders to send the Boeing 737-800 into a nosedive, according to Wall Street Journal. Oh my goodness. So when this was happening itself, right, we worry, people who are in this aviation industry, I spoke to them and they really tell me that certain thing just doesn't make sense. Yeah. So now, okay. So anyway, when this is happening right now, okay, but the Chinese side itself, right, refused to give any form of comment. And of course, both US National Transportation Safety Board and Boeing also declined. And of course, the social media hashtag bearing the plane flight number is not able to find. It's censored already. So all these tells me that, right, when things happen, right, it don't happen for just by coincidence, it happen for a reason. And by saying this is all right, that means whatever I felt back then really came true. All right, so still rest in peace to all the family members and all the people who perished during this unfortunate incident. Yeah. All right, so that is the global news. Let's look at something more into the market side. Okay. Now, first of all, let's just understand why Warren Buffett began to buy into Citibank. Because we all know that Warren Buffett don't buy Citibank. Okay. It seems that Warren Buffett has owned every big bank but Citibank. Okay, Citigroup. Okay, so that's why it's very, very surprising. So he bought in JP Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs. We all know that, right? It's always been there. Okay, so the thing is this. One name Berkshire stay away from at time was Citigroup, all right, in the midst of turnaround. So not too sure why did Warren Buffett give it a miss, but this time around they are buying, right, as much as a couple billion dollars. So given the size, and very likely, right, it could be done by this Warren Buffett, the two lieutenants now, right, which is Ted and Todd. All right, the two of them. Okay, so maybe that's a reason because they're going to do a deep value play. Okay. So to me, is that right? Okay, you're going to buy Citibank. Let's take a look here. Now, Citibank share, you can see actually gap up because of that. Now, if you notice this, 45.74 was a level that I mentioned a couple of weeks ago. I said that if you buy Citibank, you must come down to 45.74. Right? It was a couple of weeks ago when I do this. And the thing is the reason why I gave was because this was the neckline. Right? So I gave a figure, and this figure was given weeks ago. And really incredibly, Citibank share really came down to 45.74 and really incredibly rebounded. Oh my goodness. Now, did I buy that? No, I've forgotten about this. Okay, but the point is this. I mean, I'm always good with Warren Buffett's buying, but I just can't feel that this is going to be a good bet. I still think that there will be a pullback soon on Citibank share. I still think that Citibank share still got room to go down. So my view is that if you want to buy Citibank share, maybe consider at $45 or even lesser, maybe like $42. I think between 42 to 45, yeah, this is a better price. So consider doing that because I think that this is better. Okay. Anyway, this is my personal view. You can take it as a homework, or you can take it as a reminder, or you can just take it as if that I'm just following on. Yeah. Then of course Netflix, right? We all know Netflix comes into play, and we mentioned to you about Netflix a few minutes. Yeah. Okay. So Netflix lay off 150 employees as the streaming service contends with big subscriber loss. Now we all know that recently Netflix, right, lost quite a bit of subscribers, right? And I can only tell you that it'll be more coming on because seriously, it's getting a little bit, to me, this thing is getting a little bit overdone. Okay. So anyway, but of course, some analysts are still looking for buy. They feel that it's hugely undervalued. Okay. So if you think that way, it's all right. Okay. But you notice that not only Netflix is doing the layoff, yeah, it's actually a very it's a larger contraction among all the tech industry. So now, example like Meta, Facebook, okay, Amazon, Google, and Robinhood, all of them are laying off people. So now understand why the jobless claims are increasing. So the question is this: if the more companies are actually letting people go, right? So how can the economy be better unless these people go back down to do the normal other job that's not technology? But the question is nowadays it's all about technology. So I kind of like question mark. I don't know how is this Jerome Powell you can get back the numbers in. So to me, it's a question mark, right? So let's look at Netflix now. Now Netflix shares, to me, I've been calling for sell for the longest of time, and I still call for sell. I believe that Netflix shares will definitely be going down to about 135 level. Now I know that by saying this, you're going to make a lot of people not happy, but this is my personal view anyway. Now, why is that so? Because I don't think the next quarter, their subscriber base is going to increase at all. Okay, and I think there's more contraction coming in. Second of all, right, there's not much big investors coming in recently, and the volume itself is getting a little bit standstill. So which means that even though the stock had rebounded a couple of days ago because it's just a technical rebound, the selling will come in again pretty soon. So 135 is just only my own level. At the moment, I was 190. So it's a down, to me, it's really a downside, like quite a fair bit, right? So let's see whether would I be right. Okay, again, I say I'm not against anybody going Netflix now, but it's just that this company don't give me the confidence, and I feel that this counter will likely be going down lower. Okay, that's Netflix. Yeah. Okay, next counter will be our Twitter. Now, I already tell you, right, Elon Musk is a very, very smart person. And of course, the thing is this, by saying that he's not going to go into the bid because of the he viewed a lot of spam accounts. But the thing is that you must understand PayPal, was created by him. He should know more than that. I mean, seriously, the more I look at it as well, right, the more I feel that, right, he knows what's happening. And he basically played a very good one with the management, okay? So I don't say that he purposely orchestrated the whole thing here, but I just got this feeling right now that either he's a reckless guy he wants to buy, then after he regret, or he already know it and play a very good move here itself to bring the price down even lower and force the board to accept whatever price he will offer later. So his offer says this. He said that my offer was based on Twitter SEC filing, okay, being accurate. So he asked the Twitter CEO to show the number of this accounts as authentic, but the CEO refused to do that. Even though they submitted that their so-called they report and say that their so-called accounts are authentic, because you need to be authentic, then you make the value will be there, because if not, investors coming in, those advertisers coming in, they will be paying for fake. So the thing is this, but the CEO refused. So because of that now, right, it has put the whole thing on a standstill, and there is a possibility of Twitter share going down further. So let's say now if really Elon Musk don't want to buy anymore because he feel that maybe this whole company got a problem, then we have a problem here because he will dump his shares, right? So the thing is this, he feels that there's about 20%, oh my goodness, 20% of the accounts on Twitter are fake or spam. So 20% is actually a lot. And that will actually means that he may have to pay at $35. So you look at the chart right now, right? This is Twitter stock shares. So the way I look at it, right, likely I think you're going to squeeze it down to about $33. Because when he want to pay at $54.20, right, it's here. So if let's say when you're going to pay here at $54.20, but now he says that the accounts majority could be fake, then he will ask you for 20 to 30%. Yep. Yes, Elon may have to pay the $1 billion. You're right, Sean. But the thing is this, the contract itself, right, I believe have other things inside there. So which means that, right, if he can show that there's some ambiguous point or debatable point, he may not need to pay that $1 billion clause, the penalty. Yes, because I'm very sure that he won't go into this thing and without all the final detail. So $1 billion is the penalty he will have to pay. But if he actually can show that, right, he was never given the right stuff, then he have a fight here itself. So he may not need to pay that $1 billion. So take note of that. So let's see how it goes, because no one knows what is in the clause at the moment now. But I feel that, right, in the MAA world itself, right, you do not do a business offer without going through the final detail, right? Even though that there's compensation, because no one will sign with that, understanding that. Okay. So again, I'm just basically getting from my own feedback, and I know how it works in M&A deals. So I don't think that he will need to pay, at least not the full amount. Okay, let's see how it goes. But to me, $33 will be the figure that I'm watching closely for Twitter. Yes, Twitter is still a good business, but you really had to look at it. And of course, will there be a repercussion? Of course, there will be a repercussion. So Facebook, Meta, all these things get hit. Yeah. All right, so now we are done the important news. Let's go into something that is why you're looking here for, the important alternate market news and data. So the thing is this, you know, the S&P 500 actually avoided the bear market recently, just missed by a couple of points. Let me just show you how it missed it away, yeah? So first of all, right, okay, let me read a chart first, yeah? Come on, okay, the charts. Can you see that? Look at how we missed it. Oh my goodness. Look at it, how we missed this. The S&P 500, really, the 80% mark was 38.55. The S&P low on that period of time was 38.58. Missed it by 3 points. Oh my God. 3 points, and the market really rebounded fast and quick. But the thing is this, in my opinion itself, right, unless we can cross 40.73, all right, if not, right, I still think we're going to see 36.24. Now, this is a very important level. Please, everybody, take a what do you call, a picture of this right now. 36.24. Take a picture of this, okay? Because there is a reason for that. Quickly, take a picture of this right now, okay? Wow, we have 100 plus people now online. Watch out, that's good, okay? Now, why do I say that, right? Why do I want you to take this picture? Because this is based on my S&P 500 BMB chart, okay? Now, BMB stands for Big Movement Bar, and all my students will know that for my premier student. You can see that, right? Okay, almost every time when the S&P 500 comes down, right, it's usually a BMB in the making, all right? Usually it's a BMB in the making, okay? So now the thing is this, based on what I'm seeing right now, the S&P 500 will likely be coming down to 36.24 once it loses 38.55, okay? So that means that if S&P 500 loses 38.55, that means that the market is going to head towards 36.24. Okay, so now why is that so important, right? Let me show it to you later. Yep. Okay, so with that, okay, the Wall Street are saying this. Well, since the market missed the bear territory by a couple of points, that means that the market will rebound soon. Okay, so the thing is this, there are statistics to actually go along with it. That marks the 6th time since 1978 that the S&P 500 has tumbled more than 19%, but did not enter a bear market, according to Credit Suisse. The previous 5 instances has followed by a monster gain of the next 12 months. So what I'm trying to say is this, whenever the market comes down to 19%, missed by the 20% by a fraction, usually the market will rebound. Okay, I can buy you that, but you must understand again, that was because the last 13 years itself, Federal Reserve was around. That's my point. So this time around, the Federal Reserve is not around. I don't see that this thing will actually stand. I don't think it will stand. But again, I'm not here to predict or forecast, but I kind of believe that, right? No, I don't think it will stand. So let's see how it goes. But statistically itself is there, yeah? Okay. All right. Yes, I did, Nelson, my 3 points indeed. Okay, Fico say giving confidence to retail to buy bigger before they dump it hard. Okay, I'll talk about that later. Okay, so now the thing is this, Santoli says that he's a senior correspondent. He feels that the bull and bears agree on a potential bounce for stocks right here, but of course, 2 things can happen. Okay, let's take a look. So first of all, right, there's 13F filing recently, which shows that Warren Buffett is actually buying into this Citigroup, and also buying into Chevron and OXY. But at the same time, we also saw that Michael Burry have shorted Apple, right? Interesting. So now we also have the Tiger Global, who shows that they are doing a heavy liquidation of the big tech holdings. And along with the Bank of America Fund Manager Survey, seemingly that, right, there are more heavier bearishness on the growth stocks. And of course, now the cash level is actually at the highest level in 2 decades. All right, I'll talk about this very shortly, okay? So the thing is this, basically right now, the S&P 500 now is now trading at 17 times forward, which is still pretty good. So that's why the bulls feel that it's time to buy. But the question is this, the S&P was at 23 forward about 1 year ago, right? So now it's like 17. And that means that the earnings are actually not doing that well. And we have a problem here as well. So yes, indeed, it's much cheaper compared to a year ago, but I just feel that it's not as cheap enough for me to buy it right now. So that is the difference here. And of course, you can see from the chart, right, they are saying that the market itself seemingly will rebound soon. But don't you not notice that the market is just going down? The cycle itself is getting lower and lower. So I can't see why Wall Street guys are calling for buy. So, you know, that's why I say, everybody got their own views here. Some people say that it's a good time to buy. Some people think that it's a good time to sell. So I leave it there. But important thing is this, okay? Just to share with you, right? Now, when the last time Jerome Powell came in and stock, right, the market rebounded 900 points, remember? And everybody say, okay, even though there's increase of interest rate, but it's okay. No fear, no problem. But almost instantly, the next day, the market just sell off so fast itself. All right. So the thing is this, yesterday, again, we had a similar thing. And of course, closing at a high in a downtrend market, right? I always talk about this. When you close at a high in a downtrend market, right, very easily, the Wall Street will come in to sell soon. So to me, it's more toward a sell than a buy instead, okay? So now you can see very clearly, right, during Jerome Powell's interview with Wall Street Journal, right, when he was talking, straight away, the market sold down all the way. But after that, after it finished, the market just rebounded all the way. Now, this is the guy who is very hawkish talking about it, but yet the market rebounded. So to me, this rebound is either they know that they don't care and the bullishness is just so strong they won't buy buying, or it's just Wall Street knowing that you guys are shorting. They purposely pump it up the sell, right, and make you think that the market is going to go up further. And that is whereby when you come in and buy today, the boys will dump back at you. Yeah. So, okay. What is this, Sharif? 4.2 to 4.1? What is that supposed to mean? Sorry, yeah, didn't get your question here. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing right now. Now, of course, one big indicator I use is called the Jim Cramer indicator. Okay, now Jim Cramer says that expect a rally tonight. Yay! Because he says that if there's good news from the retail giants and China, the stock market will recover. Okay, so let's look at China market now, just to jump the gun a little bit, yeah. The China market is down. The China market is down. So, okay. Okay, the other thing is this, okay? All right, he says that the reason for buying is because there's some positive about China. Okay, doesn't seem to happen. He said that better expected earnings from United Airline. Okay. He says that Home Depot customer is trading up. Okay. Warren Buffett investment in Citigroup. Okay. Disney deserter done. Okay. I don't know lah. Okay. Anyway, he also says that the upside for oil is limited despite the short-term rally. Okay. What do you think? Do you think that Jim Cramer will be correct today? Do you think that Jim Cramer will be correct today? All right, let me know your answer right now. Okay. All right, so what is that market again? The one that King Wai you wrote? Okay, I think that's a that's a typo error, right? Okay, anyway, Jim Cramer is calling for a buy today. Jim Cramer says that the retail good is good, but we all know that Walmart is not that good, right? Okay, and of course, he said that crude oil is going to be limited. Okay. All right, to me, it's all right. I can't agree with him today. I mean, sometimes I do agree with him, but not today. Okay, crude oil price at 112 to 113 was the resistance that I mentioned to you. So yes, for crude oil price, Cramer, I think that you might be right temporarily because I already told you 112.90 will be a resistance level and the market really coming down. But if this is continue, right, it can go higher. It can go higher. So I kind of believe that this will go higher because my indicator wise is already telling me that. Okay, you can see now on the screen. Okay, that my KRW indicator is actually moving upwards already. So once this KSI turns to green, I think that crude oil can go even higher. In my opinion, crude oil can go even higher. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. All right, so this is Jim Cramer, yeah. Okay, so I let you think about it. Okay, anyway, he is a incredible guy, yeah. Okay, let's see lah, yeah. He knows he might be right. Okay, all right. Now the thing is this. Oops, sorry. Now the thing is this. You can see right now, right? The fund managers' cash levels rise to the highest level since 9/11. Oh my God! Now we are now having more cash. The fund managers having a lot more cash now. So since 9/11, when it happened, right, of course, people get fearful. 9/11 was where the terrorist attack, right, the two twin tower, which I still do not believe in that anyway. So there's two sides of it. The good side of it is that means that the fund management, the fund managers now have so much cash, they can dump into the market when its time is right. Okay, or you're saying that now because they're holding so much cash, they may not want to hold it. They want to hold it because they are not comfortable. The last time when this happened was also in April 2020, but that was a bottom of the market. It also happened again on the 16th of October. So it was almost saying that, right, every time when the fund managers are holding a lot of cash, the stock market will bottom out soon. So from a positive point of view, it's actually good. From the negative point of view itself, right, if there's no supply in the market, meaning no money, then the stock market will have to go lower, right? Agreeable? So that's the reason why I still feel the same thing. I feel that, right, today is May, right? May. I believe that the stock market is going to come down soon to about June period, okay? End of June, okay? And then at end of June, then the market will recover like this. So I believe that, right, the market will recover by mid or end of June, one of them, and then after that, base up and market climbs. So I really think that the second half of the year there will be a rally. I believe that second half of the year itself there will be a rally. Yes, indeed, a rally. Yeah. So my view is that no, may not be the best time to invest right now. This is not the best time to invest right now. I believe that there will be a little bit more selling in the coming weeks. Then after that, at a very low level where people are really getting out, then it's the time to buy. Right. So let me just say this again. I believe that mid-May to end June will see some selling. Then a strong rally will kick in until end of 2022. Okay, so this is my view, right? So take a look, guys, everybody. All right, if you think that this view of mine is correct or you agree with me, hit the word agree. If you disagree, just put the word disagree. Let me see how many of you agree or disagree with me. Now, the 97 of you online right now. Let me know how many of you will agree with my statement here itself. Wow, there's a lot of you guys agree on this. Wow, thank you, Janet, this Anthony, Kendrick, Andrew, and Kai, all the way from Germany. Wow, cool, Kai, good to see you. And Alex, Jonathan, Richard, Roy, Jason, Peter, Jerry, Brian. Wow, okay. Okay, guys. Okay, once again, thank you guys for writing in. So the thing is this, like I say, that we should be able to see some selling first. So that's the reason why recent recovery, we've been buying some index just to make more money so that we can increase our bullet to prepare for the short in the market. So I'm still looking at the market to come down. Yes, indeed. So I'll talk about this later during the technical side, yeah? Okay, so if you agree with this particular statement, okay, all right, now you can see that now the main fund managers are having this as a risk. Most of them believe that there will be, the main concern right now is the hawkishness among the central bank, okay? So the thing is this, after that is global recession and inflation. So the main thing is the hawkishness of the central bank. So that is the reason why people are more fearing, okay? This is by the survey for the fund managers. Now, this is where it gets very, very interesting. Remember the number I gave you earlier, right? 36 plus number, right? Now, apparently, there's this thing called Fed put. Now, I heard this before, but I don't know where to get where to get the detail of it. So if anybody now know how to get this number, let me know. How to get the Fed put numbers, okay? Because I got it from the internet YouTuber on this. And the YouTuber says that the Fed put now is looking at 35.29. Okay, I try to Google it. I couldn't find the link for this, but I do know it's existent because it is there. One of the biggest questions in investors lately is whether the so-called Fed put, the idea that the central bank was backstop financial markets and rescue investors from serious downturn. So what's a central bank put, right? It is just a financial contract that is designed to protect against losses. And this concept was first gained notoriety during the tenure of the Alan Greenspan as chairman of Federal Reserve from 1987 to 2006. Okay, so my point is this, apparently is that. So the number is 35.29, and this number is very near to the number that I said earlier. Remember the number I said, right? Okay, number here, if you can remember. Okay, let me bring it for you. The number that I mentioned just now, right? Wait a minute, where you go? Yeah, 36.24. The number that I mentioned itself is 36.24. Okay, so that means that we are talking about this. Okay. All right, 36.24 right here. Okay, 36.24, and the Fed put is kind of nearby. So that means that, right, only when according to what it means that if let's say the Fed put the market S&P really go to 35.29, then maybe the Federal Reserve will come in to save the day. All right, so apparently there's some coincidence here. Okay, very interesting. All right, so let's take a look and see what happened next. Okay, but the point is this: watch out for these numbers. Who knows, things may happen. Now this is where it gets a bit contrary, a bit different now. So this is a smart trader or small trader, and the small trader put call premier. So you notice that whenever they are buying a lot of put, okay, the stock market itself, right, will be near a bottom. So the question is this: now are we near a bottom? Yes, seem to be. All right, and of course, when all the retailers are actually buying a lot of put, then after that the market will rebound very strongly. Okay, you can see that it always seems to happen, yeah, seem to happen on a very, very accurate manner. But if you look carefully, right, there will be an initial sell-off first. That means that, right, because the retailer are all buying the put, all right, which eventually they'll be wrong. But the market between from now to then, there will be a chance the market is still going down because everybody's selling now. So think about this: if the fund managers are actually not putting money into work and they're keeping it in cash, okay? So the only reason for that is because they are expecting the price to go lower, right? So if the fund manager expect the price to go lower, which means that they probably know that the price will go lower soon. So if the price will go lower, then they'll go in to buy, right? So that means that's one. And of course, when that happens, when more and more people come in to do the puts, puts for selling, they will press the market down lower. So a little bit like, you know, a short squeeze in a way. And when that all happened, then when retailer dump everything because they really get out despair, they couldn't take anymore, that is where the fund managers will come in to scoop and buy for the big rally. You understand where I'm coming from? So to me is that, right, now the question is this, right, all the retailer bought a lot of calls during this area. So now they are all caught, right, as you can see. So now the question is, at the moment now they're looking to buy, they're looking at the market to go down. So I just feel that, right, yes, there will be another wave down, but when it goes down already, right, everybody will think that it's going to crash, then that's where the market will rebound. Okay, so this is very interesting from the small trader put call premier. This is actually available from Sentiment Trader. All right, so think about this, guys. My view is the market really might be entering a recession soon because I believe that the GDP number will be negative again. And of course, if the number is negative again, then we have a technical recession. Yeah. Okay, let's look at the charts right now. The bull goes moo, the bear goes drew, and the lemming goes is different this time. So earlier I told you, right, China market is not going up, it's going down. And this number itself, I told you guys, 13,243 is a very incredible pivotal point that we've been seeing the last 2 months. Okay, so which means that as long as the market stays below 13,243, there will be downside. If the market stays above it, then there will be upside. So now very clear, the market is staying below it. So that means that the market will continue to go down. How low will the market go down? As I said, it's possible to see 12,900. So now where we are now, we're at 13,140. So we're talking about the market going down a little bit more. Okay, so that's why I believe that there'll be more selling these 2 days. Okay, now that's the first one. Number two, let's look at the other market now. Okay, let's look at the Dow Jones to begin with. The Dow Jones today actually is a CCRY on our chart, meaning it's for buying. But the market KSI has been red, and the market has been going up this way. Now, this is a higher low formation. All my PTP students, you will know this. And you know that when the price going up in this manner, where the KSI stay red, it's never a good sign. So once the market really breaks down, now today the key level will be here at 32,453. If the Dow Jones can stay above this figure, the market will generally rebound. But if the market loses 32,453, there will be selling. Okay, there will be selling. But the KSI is red, but it's downtick red, so the selling may not be as strong. So let's see what happens the next 2 days. Okay, let's watch out for this. Okay. So for those who are bought, right, I mean, long the last few days, kindly take some profit, yeah? Okay, for NASDAQ, you can see it has been nicely going up. And of course, the question is the KSI now is even higher than the day before. So naturally, right, we should see for the upside. But you can see at the moment now, there's some resistance. And like I say, the market must hold. If the market cannot hold 12,407, then what will happen? The market will really come off. Okay, so watch out for this 12,407. Okay, all right, take note of that. S&P 500, also the same thing. We have the CCRY on the day chart, supposed to go higher. KSI is green and it's uptick, but again, right, I say I don't have the stuff here, so we need to just let you know the market is different. Yeah, the market has been going up and the KSI have been turning green. But very interesting now, at the moment now, right, the KSI is turning red. But of course, we don't use it now, but just to be mindful here. Now, 4095 is a very strong KCB resistance, and if the market cannot go past 4095, then that means that be careful, the MLP at 4049. Okay, watch out for that. That could be the very important turning point. Yeah, so watch out for this. Okay, now let's say Hang Seng, as I mentioned to you. Now, Hang Seng today is an absolutely darling, right? It's an absolutely darling to sell. Yes, to sell. Now, why would we sell the Hang Seng? Well, there's a few good reasons. Number one, the opening price, once open, it triggered pivot 2. Now, after it triggered pivot 2 and come down, right? So all my students tell me, if the market is now is below OP and below pivot 2, what should you be doing? Below OP, below pivot 2, right? What will you be doing? Everybody, please key right now. Below OP, below pivot 2, what will you be doing? All my students? What will be the model SOP answer? Yes, indeed, Susan, you got it right. Yes, indeed, every CCYR you sell. Every CCYR you sell, because it's a classic trade. Yes, you see that? CCYR, not CCRY, yeah? Okay, every CCYR to sell. Yes, indeed. Yes, Michael, good to see you soon. All right, so every CCYR just sell. So you can see that my students, all of them would know what to do. Really, this is live. And what happened? Let's take a look, everybody, live. Let's take a look right now. 5-minute chart. See that? Okay, this morning, very clear trade. Once the market opened in the morning, CCYR, right? YR, CCYR. Below OP, CCYR, sell. Yellow turns to red, just sell. So market, boom, came down, right? Beautiful. So now, again, you see this. I believe that it will come down soon. So later on, right, I believe that 20,364 will be traded, okay? I believe that later on, we will see this figure. 20,364 should be able to be traded later. So how many of you think that it will happen? How many of you think that it will happen? All right, how many think that it will happen, that the market will come down later? Okay, all right, so we're looking at that. So traders consider look at this as a first profit level. Now the market can go even lower. If the market goes down further, there's one more level that I'm also watching here, which is at 20,340. So that means that either it will come down to here at 20,364, or you may just go a bit more to go to 20,340. But whatever it is itself, right? That 2 levels will be a good time to take some profit. Well, why is that so? Why do we need to take some profit over there? The reason is because the day chart KSI is red, which means that there'll be selling pressure, which already came. But because it's a downtick rate, that means the selling pressure will have some limitation. So when you see technical point, gantry level, you must consider to take profit. Understand? Yeah? Okay. So let's see whether can we profit from there later. Okay, cool. All right. So that is Hang Seng for you. So remember this, when the market is below pivot 2, it's all right. No matter what you tell me, my friends, I don't care what news is there in the market. As long as the market is below pivot 2, you notice that the market will always sell. You see that? Below OP, below pivot 2, just sell. Don't need to wait. Okay, cool. Okay, so in a way, technically defeated Cramer. Okay, next one, Nikkei. Now, Nikkei today is kind of interesting. Nikkei this morning, right, the KSI was green in color. So it was meant for buying. So Nikkei opened and really went up first. That was pretty good. But the thing is this, after that now, it has so-called taken all its profit and come back. All the gains is no longer there. So for Nikkei now, because of the chart view, you can see a very strong stack around this area, which is the MLP and the MA together at the same time. So to me, for Nikkei, although it's green bar, if the market do come down, I think that Nikkei will come back down to test, and that's 26,645. Currently now it's 26,817, so about 200 points away. Okay, right. But this downside will be limited because KSI is green in color right now. It's kind of limited. Now DAX continue to rally. I told you, right, ever since when the DAX came down, I told you the KSI on the DAX is all the way green. So just continue to buy, and DAX really proved itself by doing very well. And I said to you guys, all my students, DAX is a very easy market to trade. As long as you follow the rules, all right, you should be able to make money. And it's only trading, let's say, from 2 p.m. till 7 p.m. where it's the most active, all right, more stable. Try it. It's really work. All right, so anyway, yesterday was a buy, and it went all the way up south to the technical point. So pretty cool. So for DAX now, where can it go, right? DAX should be having some resistance at 14,294. Okay, there will be some resistance here as well. It's very, very nearby, very, very nearby. So it may be triggered soon. But once it hit there, right, the market will likely be coming down. And that's the reason why I felt that, you know, traders just be careful on this at 14,294. Okay. Okay, so we have done that. Let's look at oil. Now, oil has came down after touching the beautiful magic number 12,112.90. All right. So where is the next level if you really want to go? The next level that you can consider to go would be all the way up to here, which is the about 115 level. Okay, I think that you'll go there. Of course, this is a bit of pivot, right? So it will change along the day, every day. But if you look at it from the long haul, there's no more. If the market go higher, right, you notice there's no more other area, no more red bar. So that means that this will be the highest point, right? So this point will be the one that the market will be going after. Okay, so let's see whether this crude oil can go up any higher than this. Okay, so now we're done on crude oil. We are done on this. Let's look at the gold market, shall we? Now, gold will likely be trading lower. I already tell you that. So why would gold be trading lower? It's because of the dollar. I told you that the dollar has a very strong impact, right, on the market. And I believe that the stronger dollar is going to come in soon. The stronger dollar is going to come in soon. Now, why do I say that, right? There's a reason for this. Give me a moment, yeah. Okay, dollar will be coming up soon. Okay, what's the reason for that? Okay, let me just bring to you now. Hold on. Because you can see that the 10-year yields has bottomed out already. 10-year yields has seemingly bottomed out around here. So that means that the 10-year yield, if it goes up higher, right, maybe here, there could be more selling to go. All right, more selling to go. Okay, so the last time hit 3.2%. I still think that it go much higher. This time around, the pullback is beautiful. It should be able to go higher, yeah. Sean, do we need to cross between the 5-minute and day chart? No, day chart is just to look at once to get the potential direction. The 5-minute or 15-minute, right, is a preferred time frame for entry. Okay, so we don't need to keep on going back and forth. Yeah, yeah. We join as a student and stuff, right? You understand this even better. Okay, so in my opinion itself, right, gold will come down. Now 1807 is strong support there, which the market already tested it just now moments ago. So I believe that if this continue, because gold actually resetted in a way. So gold, there's a technical point here at 1783, which I think that gold likelihood will be going there. Not immediately, but there's a couple of days for it to reach there, but 1783. Okay, all right, so watch out for this. KSI was all red and the blue bars are all mainly there. So that actually gave me the more feel that the gold will come down to 1783. Okay, recently hit at 1786 and rebounded already from there. Silver is a DJDD. Be careful, doji directional day. So that means that likelihood today silver should be coming down rather strongly. So the first target itself is 2134, which you can come down easily. But the question is, when you come down here, right, what should we do here? All right, that's a good question. So to me, is that if you feel that it's time to buy some, if the silver price will come down, you can buy it cheap. All right, or if you are shorted from CFD, you just book that profit. And then after that, look for it to go up again. So for me, for crude oil to go up, also that means that the whole field and environment was correct. So yeah, so that's silver for you. So take note of that. So done silver and gold. Let's look at Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is not in a good shape. Now Bitcoin has just created a BMB 2 days ago. So at 26,668 will be the extension on Bitcoin. I still stand here. I believe that Bitcoin will come down again to 26,668. Okay, I still stand this. Yes, although the KSI have been green and the no blue bars, right? I mean, the blue are retreating, but I just feel that, right, this number will be a hit. Okay, I just believe that 26,668 will be triggered. Just don't know why. It just had a tough feeling, yeah. And the last one will be Bitcoin. Actually, this Ethereum. Now Ethereum also has a BMB, and if Bitcoin go down, right, Ethereum will also be going down. Now KSI is still showing buying. That means that there's some relentless buying in the moment, but the price is not going up. So if the price do break 2043 by today, we may actually see all the way down to 1782. On that, this is going to be crazy, but I don't think it will happen today or tomorrow. But if it loses that technical point, yeah, maybe we can see that. Who knows? Yeah. Okay. So from here and everything else, it tells you that, right, I'm not very comfortable to be on the buy side today. I think that there'll be some selling later on today and tomorrow, and I'll be watching the crude oil very closely. If the crude oil price do go down, then then likely inflation will stay and interest rate will go up again by the 10-year yields. All right. So thank you all for today's MAO. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you for waiting. And this is Kel signing off. I'll see you on Friday. Now MAO will be always on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Unless there's an ad hoc reason for that, then we'll inform you through our usual new notification or through Facebook. Once again, okay, that will be all for today. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great lunch. See you then. Bye-bye.